Hi there, it's Lisa from Critters'n Designs. Thanks for popping in. If you are checking in, please say hi and tell me where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. Today, look what came in the mail today. My new paper pumpkin. I'm so excited. So, just a couple things. I want to remind you that the seasonal sale is still on until tomorrow at midnight. So check it out. There's a lot of things. All of the things that are on sale are within the annual catalog. So check it out. The inks are on sale. The markers, the markers are on sale. Cardstock, designer paper. What else? Ink refills. Oh, and bundles. Bundles are an extra 10% off. So that's 20% off a bundle. Like normally when you buy a stamp set and a matching punch or die set, you get 10% off. So now until tomorrow, it's going to be 20% off. So that's a really good deal. And if you're a demonstrator and you already get 20% off, you get an extra 20% off. So as a demonstrator, you get actually 40% off. So it's an even better deal. So if you've thought about wondering what some of the perks of being a demonstrator are, that's one of them. And the other one is we actually got yesterday a preview of the new Celebration stuff that's coming out in January. And if you're not familiar with Celebration, it what it is, it's like a give back. It's a huge deal for Stampin' Up. And they for every $75 this year that you purchase, you get to pick something out of this little catalog and it's free. And then for 175, I think it's $150 is the next level. Then they have another set of even higher end free gifts that you can pick and it will be just added right to your order. So that's pretty cool. And then also what we got to see yesterday was the preview of the new catalog that starts in January. So there's some pretty cute things in there. Just a hint, if you like little mushroom thing. Oh, there's the cutest little mushroom stuff in there. So just saying. Yeah, so that's coming up as well. So the seasonal sale does end tomorrow, so don't forget that. And then also tomorrow evening is my cutoff date to sign up for my online kit together. And so what that means is for $45, you can go online, choose which kit you like, and either email me to order it for you or order it with, it's actually better for you if you let me order it because then I will pay part of the shipping and the shipping will, like if you order it yourself, which you're more than welcome to do if you want to add other things to the order, or you can order all kinds of stuff from me too. I'm not explaining that very well, but we get to split the shipping. Even though I'm going to have it shipped to your house, the shipping will be a little bit less if you go through, like order it through me and then I have it shipped to you. So, yeah. If you want me to clarify that, just let me know. Yeah, that was like clear as mud. Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow evening is the cutoff date to register for that so that I can put the order in on Saturday morning to make sure that our kits arrive in time for the kit together, which is at 10 o'clock on Saturday, November the 30th in the morning. So, yeah, I'd love to have you join us. It's going to be, I'm still working on logistics here. I'm trying to learn how to do a private YouTube. If I can't get that organized, it will be a private Facebook because that I do know how to do. So we will have a private Facebook group. So yeah, let me know. You can email me at crittersinc@gmail.com or lisa@crittersinc.com. Okay, so why don't we do our paper pumpkin? Let me scooch down to my desk here. So if you do place an order, if you wouldn't mind, oh here, yeah, if you wouldn't mind using the November host code, if the order doesn't go through me, I'd really appreciate it. If your order goes over $200 though, don't use the host code. You will then be eligible to claim some free product. So If it's over $200, don't use the host code. But do please choose me as your demonstrator if you don't have a demonstrator in Canada. And unfortunately, this is only open to Canadians. I'm by my contract, I can only sell in Canada. So, all right. Again, clear as mud. Let's go to the desk. All right, so here's our paper pumpkin. Let's open it up. So this has little stockings in it from what I saw from the preview. And I thought, ugh, you know, is that kind of up my alley? But it also makes tags. So let's open it up and see what we have. Oh, look at look at these socks. How cute is that? They're big. I thought they were going to be like little, but they're actually pretty big. Well, that's pretty neat. I'll have to do something for the grandkids with these. And we have a stamp set. I don't know if you can see the stamp set if I put something dark maybe behind. I don't know, is that any better? So here we have some ornaments and some, yeah, it's really hard to see. Grab something white. I don't think that's any better. So we have some ornaments here, some little like stars and stuff here. And then we have some decorative elements here. A snowflake. This says Merry Christmas. This one says From Santa. Sending lots of cheer. Filled with joy. Oh, actually you can see it way better this way. Holly jolly. So here are the ornaments. And the little star things. And a snowflake. That's really cute. Really cute. And Poppy Parade is our ink spot. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, that is very cute. I'm just going to pop another light on here. There. Just a little bit better. Let me know if it's too glary. If you're just joining us, please say hello and tell me where you're from. So this is very stinking cute. And these stockings are way bigger than I thought they were going to be. Okay, so let's see what we have. So it looks like there's an ephemera pack in there. That's kind of cute. So we have these little kind of safety pin kind of things. Some mini dimensionals and a few glue dots. And some tags. How many tags do we have? We have 8 tags. 4 pool party and 4, it says flirty flamingo. So flirty flamingo. And then we have all these pop out bubbles. So that's pretty cute. And it also comes with this little piece that you can turn into like a little folder. So if you just put some little thin tear and tape across one side and the bottom, these will fit right in there for storage if you want to store them that way. I store mine differently. I've shown many times how I store my my paper pumpkins, and you can check any of my paper pumpkin videos to see how I do that. But if you go on to paperpumpkin.com and scroll right to the bottom of the how Paper Pumpkin works, there is a sheet that you can print off. I haven't printed mine off yet because my kit just came today. but you can print it off, and I just print that off, and it shows you all the projects, and then on the back it has this. Here, let me just grab one and show it to you. There, so it comes like this, and I just print it out full size on an 8.5 by 11, and then I just trim it. And I keep them in these envelopes, which are by Avriel. I get them on Amazon. And they are linked in my YouTube channel under my favorite non-Stampin' Up! Things. And excuse me, I just keep them in a plastic shoebox, and I have the most recent ones to the front. Now this is May. It shows you how far behind I am in my filing. But I do keep them they're very handy, and then you can just look at the back and see, you know, if you're looking for a specific kind of greeting, it shows exactly what it is. And I believe it's full size too. Let's have a look. Yep. Yep. So the picture on the back of this is the same size as the stamp. So that gives you an idea too. If you're trying to fit something into a punch, you'll know whether or not it's going to fit. Okay. Alrighty. So let's look at our directions. With every paper pumpkin, you do get a direction sheet. And on the back, it tells you what your coordinating colors are. So the coordinating colors for this one are Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Shaded Spruce, and Very Vanilla. And then don't forget that we have the add-on, which is available in the online store. And these are the, what are these called? Oh, the Merry Tags and More dies. And so you get 3 dies in this one. There is like a little fern leaf, the word Merry, and then this tag that come in this add-on. And in Canada, I think they're $16.50. $16.50 or $16.75, I can't remember, for the 3. And then these coordinate with October, November, and December paper pumpkins. And as far as I know, the last time I checked, they were available all the way back to the paper pumpkins from January. So, you know, if that's something that interests you as an add-on, check it out in the online store. You can go to, if you don't have a demonstrator, you can check out my online store at critters'nink.com. And so let's see what we're going to do here. So the first thing we're going to do is make a couple of tags. So we're going to need one in Pool Party. And one in Poppy Parade, not Poppy Parade, Pink Flamingo, Flirty Flamingo, whatever flamingo that is, Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to grab my big Poppy Parade. I tend to keep these. Let's see, Poppy Parade. All right, so I have my big Poppy Parade here. And if you're new to paper pumpkin, your first paper pumpkin comes with a block like this, like an acrylic block like this. And our kits, our standalone kits, also come with blocks, so you can mass up quite a collection of blocks. Okay, so my stamps are here. So we need Holly Jolly. Holly Jolly. And we also need that little star feature here. So I'm going to grab a smaller block for my little stars. It's a good idea if you have an arrangement of blocks to use the blocks that are closest fit to your stamps. And the reason why you would do that is you're going to have less chance of it rocking. Like if I was to leave it on the big one, it's just certainly doable. But if I was going to use a little block, a little stamp like this on a great big block like this, I would definitely put it in the corner so that when I'm stamping, I have more control. If I was to put it in the middle, my block is going to rock, and then that's when you end up with halos and ink all over your block and kind of a mess. So if you do have an assortment of blocks, definitely use one that's the closest to your stamp. So whenever you get new stamps, you're going to give them a clean. And this will just remove any of the manufacturer's residue, whether it's dust or oils or, you know, anything from the packaging. So you always do that the first time. And then I also grab a piece of paper and I'll stamp it up a couple times just to get it kind of primed, I guess. I don't know what the right word is, but like just get it used to absorbing the ink. Because it is photopolymer, it's going to absorb the ink, and your stamps are going to change color, especially with the reds and the oranges and stuff like that. They're definitely going to absorb this color, so even when you clean it, it's still going to look red. And that's okay. It doesn't affect how it stamps at all. But I always stamp it several times just to get it kind of going. Did I clean this one? Yes, I did. The other good thing about photopolymer, which I love, is that especially if you're using a new ink pad, sometimes you'll find that you'll see little bubbles. And then part of that could be that you didn't clean your stamp first. But the other thing is, too, if your stamp pad is really juicy, you might see little bubbles. So when you're going to stamp, you'll see the bubbles on your stamp, and then you can just kind of get the stamp used to taking the color, and that'll help quite a bit. Okay, so what do we need? We need one of these. So there's the hole. I just want to make sure that my direction is good, so I'm not doing it upside down. That would be kind of a bummer, wouldn't it? All right. Okay. So if you're just joining in, please say hello. I'd love to hear from you. So the way they have it on here, I don't know if it's too glary, maybe. Is that better? I'll just show you what the directions say. So on the pink one, they have the stars here, here, and filled with joy on the bottom. And on the blue one, they have the stars here and holly jolly on the bottom. I was going to say in the basement. So let's do our stars first. So I'm going to pop this one here. I probably could re-ink this. It's not very dark. Stars here and some more over here. And then I'm going to put the holly jolly down here. Cute. And what was the other one? Filled with joy. Okay. I'll give this one a clean. And stamp it a couple times. Yeah, I think I need to re-ink. Let's use this. See if I get a better stamp using the little Stampin' Spot. If you watched my kit video from the other day, I was trying to go live using just a phone, and it worked out okay. But when I got to my daughter's, I realized that although I had stuck a kit in my backpack, I didn't have any tools with me. I didn't even have a pair of scissors. And yeah, that's better. And so I was kind of winging it. And my daughter's left-handed, so all of her scissors are left-handed. So it was a bit of a I couldn't get the scissors to cut. It was like, good Lord. Oh, I forgot to stamp it. Jeepers. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp. So I'm going to use this because my big stamp needs to be re-inked. And then the Filled with Joy just goes down here. There. My sister-in-law's name is Joy, so whenever I see a stamp with Joy, I think of Joy. Hi, Joy. She's recovering from knee surgery, but I think she's actually starting to get around pretty well. I haven't talked to her for a week or so, but last I heard she was doing well. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Okay, so we need, let's see, 2 of these ornaments. Is that correct? Yes, looks like it. Okay, and then we also need these stamps. This one and this one. So this one is the curly, I don't know if you can see that. It's like loop-de-loops. And then this one is little, like little stars. Let's see if I can. Put them this way. You'll see when I stamp them. They're actually very cute. Okay, so let's take these off. So you can see how, even though my stamps are clean, they've changed color. They're pink. And that's okay. It doesn't hurt them at all, and it doesn't transfer the color. So if I was going to go stamp with them in yellow next, it would be fine. Now, when you have long photopolymer stamps like this, they tend to curl. Like if I was to put it on here, the chance of me getting it in a straight line would be questionable. So when you're trying to load up a photopolymer stamp, just lay it down on something and let it rest for half a second and then pick it up. Like that. And so now it's straight. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. Now you can see how it's sticking to my glass mat. So always have it on a piece of paper. I one time tried to pick up a stamp off the glass mat and it just wasn't happening. So there we go. I've got that picked up. So it says on here to stamp the stars. Now I'm just gonna, where's my stamping paper here? I'm just gonna prime it up a little bit. I don't remember if I cleaned it or not. I don't think I did. So I'm gonna give it a bit of a clean. And then I'm just gonna prime it up. Oh, that's so cute. That is really cute. I like it. And then this one is just little stars. Really, really cute. Isn't that cute? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's see. We are going to take our ornaments. So one is going to get the little stars. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I can see me using this quite a bit for like birthdays and things. And that is going to go across the top here. And then we're going to go across the bottom. Like this. Very cute. And then on this one, we're going to use the swirly gigs. I should probably put some paper under there so I don't end up with ink all over my glass table. All right, so I'm going to go across the top on this one. Very cute. This is adorable. And then across the bottom. There. That is cute. Really, really cute. Hi, Deborah from South Carolina. Are you anywhere near Aiken? I have a friend who lives in Aiken. It is super cold in Ontario today. I was going to go for a bike ride. My husband and I went for a bike ride the other day, and we typically do about 16 kilometers, and we actually ended up going, I think, 8. We were freezing. Even though we had gloves on and winter coats, it was so cold. Oh, you know what I forgot? The top of our little doohickeys here. So we need the top of our ornaments. Okay, and so these are going to get glued to the top of our ornaments. Now it says to use the glue dots. So if I was, other than at my craft desk, which has all the amenities, I would use the glue dots, but I think I'm going to use liquid glue. So where are my ornaments? Here's one. Here's the other. So let me pop this onto here. Guess I'll have to fill these full of candies and give to the little people. Their mothers will be just thrilled that I'm sugaring up the kids. Okay, so that's that. And then so now we're going to take, what do I do with our little safety pins here? It absolutely boggles my mind how quickly my desk goes from really organized to really not organized. I spent like 2 hours in here tidying up and rearranging stuff yesterday. And then I've been in here for like an hour, and you should see it. It's like, good Lord. My husband just walks by and shakes his head. Mind you, he's one to talk. He makes model airplanes. And let me just tell you, his little workspace over there is pretty bad. He makes the kind of model airplanes with motors in them. And he belongs to a flight club, and they fly these planes. They have like 5 feet plus wingspan, and they go to this farmer's field about 45 minutes from here, and they just fly. They have such a great time. Okay, so I've just put my my ornament on top of my tag, and I'm going to pin it into the stocking. These are really cute little stockings. Hi, Deborah from Australia. How are you? There. So there's one. That's cute. And here's 2. So same thing. I'm going to put the ornament on top of the tag. And then I'm going to pin it to my stocking. There. Well, that's just so cute. So cute. I love it. Okay, let's see what else they have in store for us. Oh, so it's much more of the same. So we're just doing more ornaments and tags. So I did actually pop onto the demonstrator paper pumpkin site, and oh my goodness, what's her name? Oh, I'm having a brain freeze here. Let me just look it up real quick. I took a picture. Hopefully her name is on it. It's Laura Sakai, and she's extremely creative. She's so creative. And so she did make a couple of alternative cards. So I'm going to try and do one, because basically it's the same technique to make, the tags and the little baubles. They're all the same, except that some of the baubles are longer and skinny as opposed to the chubby little cute ones. So why don't we make a card? So I love an alternative, you know that. Clean these before I get ink all over everything. So let's see. I have some paper. I did grab some pool party. So we can make a card base in the pool party. And I'm going to grab my trimmer. South Carolina, Deborah, how is your weather? Is it warm? So I'm at 4 1/4 here. So I'm lining it up at the 4 1/4 mark. And I'm going to take the light brown blade, which is my scoring blade, and I'm going to score my sheet at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. And then I'm going to rotate it once, and I'm going to cut it at 5.5. So there's my 5.5 inch mark. So I'm going to line it up at the 5.5, and I'm going to make sure everything is pushed against the ridge to make sure it's square. And then I'm just going to cut it. And now I have 2 card bases. Now what I want to do is kind of a bit of a fancy fold. So on this side, I'm going to score it again at 2 3/4. Now make sure you get your cutting blade out of there, because if you're like me, you've cut it at least once when you meant to score it. And that just makes you crazy. So 4 1/4. Sorry, that's wrong. 2 1/8 I need. So there's my 2 inch mark, and there's my 1/8 is the next one over. I'm going to score this at 2 1/8. Oh, see, I almost did it again. Yeah, you want to score it, not cut it. So there's my card base, and then this is going to go like this. So that will be my little Z fold. So I'm kind of winging it. So bear with me as my thought process kicks in. Do the stockings roll down at the top? You know what? They probably do. I didn't even look at that. You know what? They do. See? Good eye. Yes. Oh, I like that way better. You know what? I didn't even notice that. Way to go. Okay. Yeah, that is really stinking cute. Okay, I'm going to fix these two because I don't know why I didn't even notice that. Didn't twig whatsoever. That's a lot cuter. And you know, it even shows in the pic, just goes to show you where my brain's at. Actually, I've had a bit of a stressful day. My girlfriend lost her teenage grandson this week, and I delivered some cake and stuff over there this morning. The service is tomorrow, and you know what? I never really knew the child. I know the parents a little bit, but the grandmother worked for us in our store, and then we've been friends for years and years. And I'm just, like, to lose a child, I can't even imagine. I cannot imagine. So yeah, I'm not focusing all that well this week, but yeah, it even shows it in here. But thanks, Deborah. I appreciate it. Good eye. So we'll do that to the other one as well. I like these little pins. I've seen these pins at the craft store and maybe even at the dollar store. I don't know, but I'm just going to open this up a bit. I can't really see what you're saying here. Ah, okay. Oh, you've had back surgery. Oh my goodness. How are you feeling? There. So I'm going to pop this back on here. So, 48. I would love it to be 48 here because it was like in the low 30. It was 0, which is 32 when I got up this morning. And 32 Fahrenheit, so 0. And then when I came downstairs, I don't know if I can see my Alexa from here. Alexa, what is the temperature today?
Good evening, Lisa. Right now, it's 5 degrees Celsius.
5.
Tonight, expect a low of 0 degrees.
Alexa, thank you. Yeah, 5 degrees right now, which is pretty darn cold. So, all right, so let's do this. Where's my bone folder? So I'm just gonna burnish my score lines here. And I'm gonna grab some scraps of basic white. Now this, what did I say this was? 2 1/8. So I'm going to cut this to 1 7/8, I think. Where's my ruler? So 2 1/8. So maybe 1 7/8 or 1 yeah, I think 1 7/8. So let me trim this down to 1 7/8. It's probably, oh no, I'll have to go smaller. No, yeah, 1 7/8. That should be okay. If it's not, we can always trim it again. So 1 7/8. It's only paper. Is that going to fit on there? It is. Okay. So 1 7/8. And then for in here, I'll need one that's 4 by 5 1/4. This does not seem right. This seems bigger than it should be. No, it isn't. I guess it's because these sides are so small. And then, so then I need another piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, which I have. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my snowflake embossing folder. If I could find it, it would be great. What's it called? Okay, it wasn't in the box. I didn't put it away. Don't you hate when you do that? Okay, so let me grab my cut and emboss machine. Just gonna zoom out a smidge here. So when you're using a 3D embossing folder, you'll see on your platform here that you have a bit of a menu. So for a 3D, this is Snowflake Sky. For 3D, we're going to use the base plate, which is this, and then the gray plate, which is number 4. So we have that over here. And I just want to have some snowflakes on this to give it a little bit of texture. And I guess it doesn't really matter where I put it on here, but I'm just going to pop that onto here and then run my embossing folder through. Now I'm winging it, so hopefully this is going to look okay. So I don't know if you can see how cute that is. I put a piece of dark in there so you can see. Maybe it'll show up better. Oh yeah, there. So that's the snowflake sky. Isn't that pretty? So you can see it's really dense down here, and then it gets less dense as you go up. Really pretty. Super cute. Okay, so we'll put this over here. I have no doubt that we'll need it again, but all right, so let's see. We can glue this onto here and use one of our tags that we had. If I could find them, it would be great. All right. Okay, so since we're using the pool party, let's use the Flirty Flamingo. Very cute. And we can grab one of these. And one of these. All right, let's take it from there and then we'll see what we have. Okay, so let's stamp some designs onto our bubbles. So I'm going to use the curly Q one. So on the bottom, I'm going to have the curls going up, and on the top, I'll have the curls going down. Yeah, I definitely need, you know what I should do is just put a movie on and go through all of my stamp pads and do like a re-inking day. Because I've had to re-ink almost every day. I've had to re-ink something because it's been a while since I've bothered to re-ink anything, and it kind of catches up with you. All right, so let me pop this out. Yeah, the colors are cute, eh, Deborah? And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. And pop this on here. Thank you so much to everyone who's watching. I'm starting to get over the lunacy of doing a live. I'm a little bit more comfortable with it now. I'm getting there. Okay, so what do I want to stamp on here? Let's see. Let's see what we have here. It says sending lots of cheer. Can you see? Sending lots of cheer. Merry Christmas from Santa. Oh, and you know what? It's got the to and the from, which are great if you're doing Christmas gifts. Oh, and then there's another little stripe here that is like, here, I'll stamp it. It's like a dashed line. It doesn't want to stand up. Okay, I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to put it right on here. So I was working on cards the other day. I had to close my door. I was working on a card for my friend, for a sympathy card, and my cat Georgie just jumped right up and plunked herself right on top of my paper. I was like, yeah, that's not helping. There, so that's the other one. It's like a dashed line. I didn't even see that one there. Oh, and I didn't clean it before I used it either. Oh well. Okay, so that's that. Let's put this. So I'm going to stamp on here, Merry Christmas, but I need to figure out where I'm going to put this guy. Maybe like that. Oh, you can't even see. Maybe like that down here. And stamp Merry Christmas up here. That's how Laura Sakai has hers. Her card is a little bit different than this, but it's giving me a little bit of use my brain. Okay, so I'm going to clean new stamp. This is the Merry Christmas one. And I'm going to ink it up. So yeah, just remember to clean your stamps when you first get them. And whatever you do, I don't recommend using alcohol to clean them. You can purchase like stamp cleaning products. This stuff is perfectly fine to use on your stamps or any sticky mats that you have and things like that. But if you use alcohol, alcohol is very dehydrating. And when I first started, someone had said to me, oh, just use acetone. Well, do not use acetone. Acetone is a solvent and it will melt whatever it comes in contact with. I used to be a nail technician in my old life. And we all know acetone can eat plastics. Not a good idea. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp this. And another thing that you really don't want to do is use nail files on your stamps. That's a no-no. I read somewhere that, well, I saw in a video, someone was using those nail blocks like this, like a nail file block. Like I do my own nails. I have tons of these, but I would never use it on a block like this. You'll wreck it on your stamps. It will scratch your stamps and you won't get a nice stamp. So just a little bit of maintenance there. All right, so I'm going to pop this on here, kind of here. I'm trying to center it without getting my head in the camera. Ah! See if I can line that up. That did not stamp well. I wonder if I can line it up here. Let me see if I can. Okay, I might stick my head in the camera, so sorry. No, poo. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the ornament. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to use another one. I'll figure out a way to use this one after. Let me grab another one. I wonder why I didn't stamp it well. Too busy yakking, I guess. That was a bummer. Okay. Let's try this again. Lisa, you can stamp better than that. Good grief. All right, so there, that's more like it. Good grief. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on dimensionals. I'm telling you. Let's see, where am I going to put this? Maybe like that. I'm not sure I need a third one, but I don't think you ever have too many dimensionals, do you? I actually don't. I think you never have too many. There. And let's see. So I'm not going to stamp this yet because I don't want to glue it yet, because I probably want to stamp something on it. So let's put down our snowflakes. Fix my camera here. I love this embossing folder. Oh my goodness. I'm all about the snowflakes. When my kids were small, we had snowmen everywhere in the house, as opposed to Santa Clauses. And you know how you have the stocking hooks that sit on the mantle of the fireplace? Mine were big silver snowflakes. I had snowflake candle burning things. Love snowflakes. All right, so in here, this is going to go on here. like that. But in here, what can we stamp? Well, actually, you know what we can stamp are these ornaments. Now, do I want them out here? Like that? Or inside? Or you know what I could do is emboss a portion of this. Or just have this like this. Anybody, any ideas? What do you think? Like that. And then on the inside, we could put sending lots of cheer in here. Like that. What do you think? No ideas? Well, okay. I have no comments from anybody, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So let's clean these. Like what, Kristen, the way I had it? Good. I like the way you think. All right, so let's pop these off of here. And I guess I can leave that one on there. I just need a block for these guys. Now, did I clean these? I don't remember. All right, so let's ink it up and see how well it stamps. Make sure it's not wet. Oh, look at how cute that is. I love it. All right. Oh yeah, that is adorable. Love it. Now you just want to make sure it's kind of straight when you do it. Okay, hold your breath. Make sure it's straight. I probably should stand up for this. Ta-da! Okay. Sorry, right at the microphone here. Did I blow your ears out? Okay, I'm going to clean that before I get ink on something. And let's do sending lots of cheer on the inside. Oh, thanks, Deborah. Hi, Kristen. Where are you from? Where are you calling from? So, okay, let's ink this guy up for the first time and stamp it a couple times. Oh, good grief. You should see my desk. Holy smokes. I was watching an American demonstrator, Kim Smith, the other night, and her desk looks as bad as mine, so I don't feel bad. There, that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and we'll pop this over in the corner. All right, so I'm going to put that, I want to make sure it's straight. I always put my stamps a bit on an angle because if I put it like as straight with the block, for some reason, the way my brain works is that the edge of this block blocks me from stamping it straight. I know that sounds ridiculous, but if I have it on an angle, I can concentrate on the stamp instead of on the edge of the block. So it's just kind of a little foible, and it drives me a little bit nuts, but there. Okie doke. That is cute. I never thought that I've only been stamping for about 6 years. Well, I guess I'm going into my 7th year now. And I never thought that I would put like red and blue together. And I love it. All right, so let's ink this up. Not ink it up, glue it up. So I'm going to pop that there. That is really, really cute. And then this is going to go onto here. And I'm kind of thinking I should put something like, I have a little piece of that red ribbon that I used the other day sitting on my desk. I was going to use it the other day in a card, and then I decided I didn't like it. So what if... Oh, and then Georgie tried to steal it. She thought it was hers. All right, so what if we put just a little bit of this through here? If I don't like it, I can always take it out. Oh, thanks, Kristen. Yeah, I just started doing lives maybe 2 weeks ago. I think this is maybe my third or fourth live. I haven't done many. It totally was giving me the heebie-jeebies. So, but I'm getting over it. All right, so there. I think it just needed that little something, didn't you? Like the little bit of twine there. And so we can have it sticking off on this side because, you know, it's not going to interfere with the envelope, but if we have to be careful that we don't have it on this side or it won't fit in our envelopes. So I'm going to pop that in there. That looks really, really cute. And I should have brought over some embellishments. What should we put in there? I think maybe either something gold or just the plain diamonds. Let me check. Or, you know what? Those candy, peppermint candy things we could use. Let's see. Like these? What do you think? Oh, no, I think something a little more sophisticated, right? Maybe some of these white little crystal-y things. Okay, why don't we try? Again, if we don't like it, we can take it off. So this is going to go here. Like that. Why don't I just glue that so that I'm not fighting with it? So I'm just going to put glue on the bottom part here. That should be enough to hold it for a sec. There. So if I took these, if you're familiar with these, I'm going to grab the smallest ones. Now I honestly, I didn't peek to see if these were retired or not. I'm going to pop one right here in the middle of this little bauble. Just right in the center there. I think that looks really pretty. I'm going to turn my light. Maybe you can see it sparkle. Oh, I don't know. Can you see it sparkle? And then we'll put a couple. We'll put one over here. And maybe one on this snowflake over here. There. Well, that's pretty cute. Love it. Super cute. Now, if you wanted to, and those of you who know me, I put the glue tool. Which glue tool? Not sure what you mean by glue tool. This is just a bottle of the green glue that I buy from Stampin' Up. Not sure if that's what you mean. And then I just keep it, I stand it up in, yeah. So this is just the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue that Stampin' Up! Sells. And I keep it in a nail polish holder on my desk. Now I do have the Sweet Petunia nail gun. I don't even know where that came from, the nail gun. The Precision Sweet Petunia glue tool. And I do like this. I was buying one for my girlfriend for her birthday, and I thought, I need one of those too. So I got myself one. But I mostly just use this, to be honest with you. And I do have the little mini bottles for when I need to get into something precise. And I fill both of those tools with this multi-glue. This is my favorite glue. I've tried probably every single glue on the market, and I always come back to that one. So I've got my Wink of Stella. I put Wink of Stella on everything. And I'm just going to put some Wink of Stella on the baubles here. Whenever I think of that commercial for the hot sauce, and the old lady says, I put that, you know what, on everything. That's what I do with this. There. I think it just adds a little bit of, I don't know, it just jazzes it up a little bit. Oops. There. There. How cute. So I never seem to be able to get the shimmer to shine like on the camera, but well, you can see it a little bit there. There. Super cute. I love that. So, yeah, so there's alternative number 1. What could we do for number 2? The back of my phone keeps sticking to my to my die cutter here. Let's see. Let me have a look at what. So you could actually let's grab some. I brought over some shaded spruce too. And some Poppy Parade. I could do Poppy Parade too. I'm going to cover this up before I get ink all over everything. My stamps are sticking to the glass mat. Total disaster. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. So I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. I tend to make my A2 cards side opening as opposed to top opening. It's just what I prefer. I know some people, my girlfriend, she tends to make most of her cards that flip open. And yeah, I don't know why I gravitate towards this one. I just do. All right, so let's see. Now, Laura Sakai, I'm just looking at her photo here, and it looks as though she cut off like maybe 1.5 inches off of the front of one of her fronts. So why don't we do that? Just going to try it. Why not? So then her card opens kind of like that. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to trim this to, what do I do with my ruler? I'm going to trim this to, this is 2 3/4. So I'm going to trim this to 2.5 by 5 1/4. No, I'm not going to trim it. Sorry, I'm going to cut a piece that is 2.5 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to cut another piece that is, this is 1.5 inches. So I'm going to cut this to 1.25 inches by 5.25 inches. So this is my 1.5 that I cut off the front of this. So I'm going to cut this at 1.25. There, and then I'm going to cut off a piece that, what did I say? 2.5. When I'm working by myself, I make notes all the time because I must measure things sometimes 15 times. Like, it's like, what did I say again? So I need a piece that is 2.5 by 5.25. Okay, by 5.25. And then this needs to be 5.25 as well. So this is Laura Sakai's card, more or less. I believe she's an American demonstrator. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know her. But for some reason, I think she's American. And I want my embossing folder again. So this is the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. Isn't that stinking cute? So I'm going to pop these two pieces in here. And I'm just going to run it through cut and emboss machine. So again, if you're not familiar with this, I'm going to use the base, which is labeled number 1, and the plate for 3D embossing folders, which is number 4. I'm going to run this through. Okie doke. All right. Very, very cute. So this is actually going to go here. I'm going to zoom in so you can't really see the texture, but it's really cute. I don't know if you can see the texture at all. Is the stocking bigger than the card base? Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, it's way bigger. How big is this? So it's 5.25 by 7 if you have the cuff folded down. They are very cute. I can't believe I didn't realize you're supposed to fold that top down. That's all right. There, so this is going to be glued here. And I'm going to have to cut a piece of basic white for the inside. And that is going to have to be, let's see, we have 2 3/4. So I'm going to want it to be 2.5 by 5.25 of basic white. So I'll grab a piece there in a minute. And then this is going to get glued onto here like this. That's really cute. Oops, sorry guys. When you're short like I'm only 5 feet tall, so when I have very short arms. So when I'm working, I tend to work kind of closer to the bottom of the plate, of the glass mat. So let me find a piece of basic white here, and I'm going to trim this to, oh my gosh, what did I say? 2 3/4, right? By, well, no, it probably should be the same size as this, so 2.5 by 5.25. So 2.5 by 5.25. So 2.5, and it's 5.25. All right. And I think I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to stamp it with shaded spruce. So let me grab my shaded spruce. Wherever he may be. Here he is. So I'm just going to make sure that I cleaned this. I can't remember whether I did or not. I think I did. And I need my scrappy paper. It's amazing how you accumulate stuff as you're working. You should see this thing. Holy Lord. Okay, here we go. So, shaded spruce coming up. I can tell this needs to be re-inked, but yeah, that looks pretty cute, right? So I'm going to pop this right here. There. Very cute. And then I will put the same thing that we put on the inside, sending lots of cheer. Make sure I cleaned it. I'm pretty good about cleaning my stamps when I'm finished using them. But you know what? Sometimes you forget, right? Just making sure it's well inked. Ooh, I just goobered it all up. There. I hope that cloth that I just used doesn't have cat hair on it, because we have plenty of that. And then, so I'm just going to put this here. Make sure it's sort of straight. There. And then I'm going to pop this in here like that. Very cute. There. Ugh, love it. Okay. So now I'm going to take this one that I ruined, and I'm going to do it this way. Why not? And let me see. Let's grab one of these. Let's use a striped one. Like that. I'll need one of these gold things. So why don't we stamp the I'm really partial. I like this dotted line here, but I'm partial to those little stars. So I'm going to use those little stars, and I'm going to stamp them in the shaded spruce this time. So I'm just going to pop that on there. So cute. And on there. There. Oh, that's adorable. Super, super, super cute. You know, Kristen, you said you're going to get one of those glue petunia things, sweet petunia. My Christmas list is getting longer and longer. We don't really exchange gifts. My husband and I, we're in our 70s, and we don't really, we always get each other something small. Like I usually just get him a bottle of scotch, or, you know, because he likes to have a scotch sometimes in the evenings. And, you know, he'll often get me a gift card for a local craft shop. But this year I decided that if he was going to get me something, he'd have to put the effort in and actually buy me something. So I'm making a list, but I'm giving him a limit, saying, you know, like, I kind of would like a few of these things, but just pick one. And I'll get him his scotch. We spend the money on the kids. We each have 2 kids, so we have 4 altogether, and 3 grandkids. So, you you know, we'd rather do that. It's a lot more fun when the kids are little. So this is going to go on here like this. But I kind of wonder, this is looking pretty bland. Even if I put like Merry Christmas on there, it's still going to look a little bit sort of anemic, right? So I'm just wondering. Oh, you know what? There's a little snowflake on here. What the heck? Okay. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Look at how cute they are. Okay, we're going to use this. By George. And maybe the snowflake, who knows? So let me stamp it around a couple times and get an idea of what we're going to do. So let me grab a pencil here because I'm going to try something. So here's our thing. So I'm going to, so that's going to sit there. That's going to go there. So if we put, oopsie, some of these here, that's taking away from the blahness of it all. Your kids are 8 and 3. Those are fun ages. We have 2 grandkids that are 3 and one that just turned 5. And I mean, the 3-year-olds are a little bit of a handful right now. Anybody who says the terrible 2s are terrible have not had a 3-year-old. I think the 3-year-olds are way worse. But I babysit the 5-year-old and one of the 3-year-olds on a regular basis when my daughter has to travel for work. And oh, that 3-year-old, let me tell you something. He is something else. He's as cute and as charming as can be when he needs to be, but boy, he is a handful. There, what do you think of that? Now, this is only my drawing. I don't know if you can even see my line, but what do you think? You can see the pencil line a little bit where I think that looks okay. So I'm going to take these off of here, put my Merry Christmas on there. I think that's going to look okay. Let's go for it. It's only paper. 3 NATO. You're not kidding. 3 NATO. I love that. Yeah, my little grandson, he wants to be a Ninja Turtle when he grows up. And oh, he is a holy little terror sometimes. And his sister could probably beat the crap out of him if she really wanted to. But she's very gentle with him, and he's absolutely not gentle with her. And, you know, and even at 5 years old, she's smart enough to walk away. And when I was there last time, my daughter and her husband were away for the weekend. They were celebrating their anniversary. So I made a deal with the kids. I said, if there's no shenanigans, I will give you each a toonie for your piggy bank when mom and dad get home. So I forget what Aiden is the 3-year-old and Isla is the 5-year-old. And I forget what Aiden was doing. And Isla grabs me by the leg and she said, Grandma, is that a shenanigan? I just started laughing. I thought, yeah, it could be. Oh, God. That was so funny. Just the seriousness on her face. Is that a shenanigan? They're adorable. Did I clean that? I don't remember. Yeah, and then we have another 3-year-old who is an only child, and she is so cute. She has beautiful red hair, and it's all curly, very curly. She's the cutest little thing. I don't know if that'll be too much if I put that on there. Nah. Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to pop them on so that they're kind of halfway off. Getting ink all over my glass here. And then maybe one up here. Well, I think that's pretty stinking cute. Okay, so let's pop this up on dimensionals. Where do I want that? Right here. So I'm going to put the dimensionals up here. There. Yeah, Isla's pretty funny. Oh, and then, so they were having dinner, and they wanted to, one thing, you just don't want to make sure that your, what do you call it, dimensional doesn't stick out beyond the what do you call that, ornament. Good Lord. Beyond the ornament. Okay, so I'm going to pop this onto here like this. But I'm going to put some more of that red twine. What did I do with it? I had another piece of it. Here it is. I'm going to tie a bow in it this time. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, we were having dinner. And so this must be something that their dad says to them or something. Because I told them that they could watch a movie after dinner before tubby time if they were good and ate all their dinner. So Aiden was yapping away, and Isla grabs his arm, and she looked him right in the eyeball, and she goes, Aiden, less talking, more eating. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? She just wanted to watch a movie. Oh, God, they're so funny. There, what do you think of that? That's kind of cute, eh? Oh, these kids kill me. I just love them. I go there 2 or 3 times a month, sometimes more, but usually 2 or 3 times a month while my daughter travels for work, and I just have the most fun. It's exhausting, I won't lie. I'm 70, almost 71, and I have a great dinner. When I get home, my husband is fabulous. When I get home, he knows I'm pooped, and so he'll have dinner ready. And, sometimes he'll even have, I kind of usually text him, like not text him, but use my voice thing in my car when I'm nearly home. When I hit a certain road, then he knows I'm like 10 minutes out. He's actually at times run me a bath and had a glass of wine waiting on the side of the bathtub for me to go and have a tub while he makes dinner. He's so good. There, what do you think? Isn't that cute? Now, I'm thinking, I have no Wink of Stella on there. What the heck? But we can put a couple more of these guys, I think, into the middle of these little snowflakes. Like that. Yeah, I think, because I think it just needs a little something, right? I think that's pretty cute. Pretty cute. There. Because there's really nowhere for me to put Wink of Stella. Thanks, Deborah. I appreciate you guys. This has really taken a lot of the stress off me. So, yeah, I think that's really, really cute. So I think I can hear my husband rattling around up there. He's making dinner. I'm so grateful that I have a husband that cooks. Let me tell you something. Because it is, I don't even know what time it is here. It's 10 after 5 in Ontario. And we usually like to just sit and chat before dinner. So I'm going to call it a day. But let me just show you what we made. So the first 2 things that we made were these little stockings. And you know what? I'm looking at this. And I think I'm going to pop this onto the card with a dimensional just to hold it into place. So let me just pop a couple of dimensionals. I don't know, you know what? I looked at the directions and I don't know if I even noticed whether you were supposed to put them on dimensionals or not, but I'm going to. There. So there's the one stocking. Super cute. And then let me grab some dimensionals for this other one. And I'm looking at the directions now, and yeah, you do. It does say to put dimensionals on it. I didn't even really look at the directions, so that's okay. Whatever. It's just a suggestion, right? You just do your own thing. There. So there's the two stockings. Super, super cute. And you could put Wink of Stella on these, which I probably will when I'm done. And then this was the first card that we made. Really cute. I love that embossing folder with the snowflakes. I just love it. And then here is my other alternative. And you know, in hindsight, what I could have done, and which I may do for another one, is just take a brush with a little bit of the Pool Party and just put a little coloring of Pool Party onto here, just so that it's not so stark white, or even around the edges a little bit. But isn't that cute? Really cute. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. All right, so those are our projects. Thank you so much for spending some time with me this afternoon. I've really enjoyed it. And if you aren't already a subscriber, I'd really like you to subscribe. And thumbs up. Thanks, you guys. Have a great evening. Bye for now.